Good. Okay. Hello. I wish I could see what my webcam looks like. I probably could if I did it differently, but for now, this is fine. And we are back with some more Kingdom Come. You know what? I want to turn on the music.
Pater noster, qui es in celis. Pater noster, qui es in celis.
Okay. So last time we were starting off here because we were going to go and speak to our liege. And I discovered something since then that has completely changed my view of the game. So I will say that. That's the most I'll say. When we get to it, we'll experience it together. But from what I figured out, and granted it wasn't said out right to me, but I read like a comment on a random like YouTube video. I think it was like a YouTube short. And reading the comment completely opened my eyes to a part of the game. And I was actually like shocked that I didn't realize it beforehand. But yeah, so we're gonna play, and we'll see how long it takes for us to get to it. So, but for now, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who doesn't know. So I think it is a really
Good.
I think this game, what it has, the best thing it has going for it is its story. Its combat and its world are great. Combat is a little bit frustrating, obviously, when you're first playing, because it's, you know, it's tough. It requires practice. That's the communing church. I have to go down. Is this the office? Oh, no, this is Tobias Fayfar.
God bless you.
I'm not speaking to
What troubles
Radzig yet.
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
Okay.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master's allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
So they were using real money in Bohemia by exchanging fake money in Passau. So they were making fake money here in Bohemia. They would ship it to Passau to be kind of used and exchanged, to launder essentially, and to clean money, real coins. And then they'd bring it back into Bohemia to probably use for Sigmund's armies, right? Because when you had to pay actual people with real money, they're not going to accept fakes. But bandits, on the other hand, they might accept fakes, right? So he would use some of the fake to give to bandits, and then the rest of the fake he would exchange for real gold to pay actual intelligent people that would call him out for his bullshit.
He gave
that
me
he
these
needed.
documents to show you. He seemed to think they proved he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the quaestor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which sadly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful, and we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. See you later.
In December 1402, during Wenceslas' imprisonment in Vienna, Sigismund attacked Gutenberg. And John and Hedwig of Dilba, after the death of his father, his family, the Lords of Lipa, his uncle Jindich Henry. I'm going to move my mouse out of the screen, sorry. To 1412. So we still have to continue with this. So until after we finish that, we'll be able to do. I have lots of armor on me. Does my horse have lots of armor too? Horsemanship. Thank you. Oh, I need to get my horse, my dog. That's right. We'll have to decide when I want to do that. it's not time. That's good. Ah, sorry, I want to check my horse. Does my horse have a lot of stuff on it? It does, but why?
Watch it. You can't draw your weapon here.
I'm gonna sell that sword, actually. Yeah, let's get my horse. Let's go clean off some stuff here. And also, I'm getting really fucking pissed off with Windows thinking that I want updates on what fucking things are doing. Off. Jesus fucking Christ. My apologies for my language, but man, you know how fucking frustrating? I can't believe that's all I had to do to turn it off was just that.
Sigismund took everything I had, the godless beast. Have some compassion. Good up.
This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
My God.
In Scallis.
Are you saying that old man of mine is actually good for something? And do you have it all?
I found your silver goblet.
Just the goblet?
The groschen as well. Here you go.
Take care.
Of course.
God be with you.
I'm not gonna steal that groschen from her. Like, as much as I like money, I don't need it that bad. Tonda, you can
Good
figure out a
health to
fight.
you.
How are you holding up?
It's not as easy as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a different kettle of fish than turning a winch, isn't it?
You got that right. But I can handle plenty. Don't worry about that.
Sure. Just don't work yourself into the ground. Who'd spin that winch then? And didn't you promise me something if I got you the job?
Now I can cash
Aye.
in.
But what was it?
You said you'd teach me how to land a knockout punch.
I did. And no one knows that better than me. So, here's how. Don't draw your arm all the way back, like a stork's neck. Better do it like this. It wastes no power, and the other fellow will think a horse kicked him. Farewell.
I gotta collect on my debts. I think Vincent is gonna have nothing for me, right?
God,
Are you happy with your job?
I just do what I'm told.
But you're getting paid enough for it, right?
I make a few groschen, but Mother takes it all. Because she has to take care of everything. Take care. God be with you.
Is this Pikmin? I'm already down to 17. Putting on this. How? How does that work? Now, if I go back into town, though, does that bring me back up to 18, I think, right? No, it doesn't. Rickman, how you doing, boy?
What do you need?
How are you holding up?
Well, I tried the water carrying, but I have to tell you, it's not the best job I've ever had.
What's the problem?
The main thing is it's a long way to haul a heavy load. And you can't even take a rest now and again. Goodbye.
Fresh bread! Come and get it! Man cannot
You
live by bread
cucumbers,
alone, but he
lovely
can't live without it
cucumbers.
either.
Does have a Lazarus potion? I do. You need some money?
God bless. Take care. Hey! Who's there?
I might go back down to Teresa. I don't know where the ship cleaners are. Maybe they're off during the day? Or they're working during the day so you don't see them? Let's get like some sausage
Jesus.
and drinking water. Those are always those things we want to be grabbing. So lots of sausage. Oh, sorry. Drinking water, and then 5 days. Yeah, we want lots of sausage.
Let's have a word.
So I'm more than willing to offer like
Are we
33 groschen.
You're... Aye.
I would have done it for 50. Let's go to the mill.
Look at you.
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wager on the Ratte tourney?
How did things work out with the job I arranged?
They both got jobs thanks to you. I'm beholden to you. If you ever need anything.
I've brought.
Are you serious?
Matthew and Fritz
They survived. And where did you see them?
in Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work, and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai. It's overcrowded with refugees and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those two need work badly. To keep them out of mischief, You know what they're like.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in Ledechko is...
I will. What's that dog you have?
Don't you remember? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body.
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death. What does the miller have to say?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that he'll skin.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it.
I could have a word.
That was...
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
He runs off now and again,
Damn it,
but
skip.
he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah, I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker. I don't want to think about Scat, so...
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would... He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come
Hey,
on.
lad. Don't you want a little wager on the rat-aid?
All right.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You want to go with me? We'll get on like a house. Follow me.
You have a canine companion. He's your best friend who will protect you and help you, but you must take good care of him. You can talk to him, feed him, ideally with meat, give him commands, and reward him with praise. Hold triangle, e.g. heal. That means the better stats the dog has will defend himself, and you better cause great damage to foes.
Good day to you.
I'm interested.
Of course.
What can I bet?
Let's keep it simple. If you reckon you're up, if you lose, you forfeit your wager. But if you win, that's a fair wage.
All right, why the hell?
I'm glad. A nice... Good luck to you.
Look what I've got. You'll love.
You eat stuff like smoked sausage and salami? Is it good for him? I can get dog armor. And even when they're out of sight.
There's the good dog. That's my boy. Here. Yeah. Yeah.
So, here's my biggest problem right now. I gotta find Antonio. Because apparently her husband is still like in danger, and I don't want that for her personally. I want to help her. Antonia, how you doing?
Good health.
How's your husband doing? Any better?
He's still the same. There's no sign of improvement.
I know a thing or two about healing. Maybe I should have a look at him and see what can be done.
I'd appreciate any help.
Be merciful.
Maybe I can help.
That would be...
I don't... I'm sorry.
You've done good luck then.
Maybe I can help you. I'm sorry.
You've... God be with you.
What? Where's her husband? This is him.
The long sickness, malnutrition, and his wounds have weakened him. Wait a moment. I have something for you.
Good luck then. What do you need? See you later.
Okay, I think I just did it. Good. Is my charm down a lot now? Down to 17 still? That's good. Put your sword away, Henry.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbors, but I...
There's still only one other dude that owes me, so...
Just this morning.
God be with you. That's stolen.
Is it? It's not stolen.
No, no.
I didn't think that was stolen. Okay. Oh, yeah, I do have a bed now in the outer courthouse, right? It's a shame, Pebbles. You're only going to be with me for a little while longer, so...
Yeah. God bless you.
like to enroll.
Come tomorrow morning to the upper castle court, and don't forget.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
Yeah.
We're gonna go rest for a few hours. Is it? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay. And I do have a bed here. Do I have a cupboard? No. I do have a chest. And it's my save chest. Good. This needs to get sold. This needs to get sold. Oh, I didn't eat yet. That's right. And now I can sleep. I had to eat a couple things first before I sleep. This is very slow, but it's the only thing I can do. This will tip off my energy, give me just enough hunger to use my salami, my sausage, my schnassage, you know, fill up on good food.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect timing. It is morning, which means nobody's around. I can go straight to the tournament.
Yeah.
Or put people in my way. Which is good. Okay. I think morning is like 8 o'clock or something in the game. So not 6 or 7. Yeah, there we go.
God be with you.
I'd like to enroll in the big...
All right. As long as...
Of course.
I'll write your name down, and I need to know what...
Longsword.
Good. See you later.
Okay, time to go. So we got a lot of money on the line here.
Meeting face to face in this round will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Saradze Kubla, who will measure his skills against...
We got,
Jake
what,
the
6
Stag,
rounds we have to go
a
through?
brewery hand from Ratai.
Which is a
Let
lot.
us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords. The first victor in our tourney is Henry of Skalitz.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't know any moves with this shit, so
This one may decide the winner. The combatants will engage in a duel with
I
warhammers
do think,
and
though, I know
shields.
one, maybe. I might not have it, though. Let's see. I figured one of the tricks about fainting is to not hold it for too long. That's the thing, right? When you hold it for too long, they catch on that you're not going to swing.
Jesus Christ!
I see. That was all it took was one hit to the face? What? Okay.
Henry of Skalitz. Having proved his combat skills in this round and emerged victorious,
Okay.
he
I
shall
guess like an
proceed
upper
to the
hand
next
strike would have done
round
lots
of
of
the
damage to
Ratai
him.
tourney. Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Saradze Kubla, who will measure his skills against Mikhail of Yanovitz, spearman of the Lords of Sternberg. Welcome, our warriors.
So let's go. No joke. We're going to kick his ass under, what is it, 30 seconds?
Prepared for the
Let's go.
first duel.
I'm going to
We
use
will
everything I've
witness a
learned how to
duel
fight.
with longswords.
Okay.
What's up? Shit yourself?
Okay. Are you kidding me? I can't win a grapple with this dude? I can't win a grapple with this dude. This guy's like weak, isn't he? Okay. This guy's a really high strength stat, doesn't he? He has to have a really high strength stat if he's winning every grapple against me. How the fuck does he win every grapple? Okay, you know what? Fine. Let's play lame.
Come and get it. Fuck.
What the fuck? Come on. What? Why is the feint not working at all? God, this game is so annoying. The feint just doesn't work at all. Look, why the fuck is there a feint in the game if it doesn't do anything?
Way off. Go ahead and gather your strength.
What? I'm just not winning the clinch? Really?
Had enough?
Oh my god, dude, just hit me! Attack, for fuck's sakes, man! God, this combat is so slow when you're fighting doing this shit, man. This is the worst part about the combat, it's this. When you can't get any hits in because they're too high level, so you have to sit here and wait to get a fucking good enough perfect parry.
Cut.
There. God, it's a pain in the ass. Fuck. Okay. 3 more fights to go.
And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Okay.
What's up? Shit yourself? Lost your wind?
What?
What's the matter? Lost your bolt? Yeah. Over here.
Oh wait, now I can, with the High Enough Warfare, I can actually parry mid-combo. What? That's cool. I can parry I can get a perfect block mid-riposte now. That's good. I couldn't do that before. And it's just because I leveled up my warfare in the last fight there, or in this most recently.
Are you gonna cry now?
Yeah, it's because I just leveled up my warfare mid-fight. I can now parry in the middle of like a riposte combo. I can get a perfect parry because it wasn't working before. I could only perfect block riposte constantly back and forth, but now I can actually get like a perfect parry or master strike. Sorry, that's what it's called. I can now master strike mid riposte. That's really good.
Peter, called Black Peter, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that my attack?
Had enough.
Oh, okay, got me into a clinch. Got it.
That hurt.
Well, he wasn't switching his block up. Guy got him turned around. Nice.
Who emerges victorious from the first round is Henry of Skalitz.
Okay, that was good. That was an easy one. Warhammers
Change
and shields.
weapons for the second bout. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Fucking hell!
In the corner. Don't put baby in the corner. Okay.
The victor of the second duel is Henry of Scallops.
Do a little dance. I'm gonna dance all night.
Good men and good wives.
Come on, dance, babe.
You have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sahanash of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Scallops, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sahanash.
Yeah, baby. Sahanosh, please give me. Sorry.
You did it in the end, Henry. No doubt you're well satisfied.
I certainly am, my lord.
God be with you.
The Lords of Lipa gauntlets. Oh, nice.
Well,
If I go talk to the hunter, what are the odds that he'll just buy whatever I give him now? Not very high, I think, but I should be getting closer to it, right?
I'm on.
Oh yeah, this is way better.
You want to get me in?
Okay, so I can sell everything but the Baron sword, I think. So I think that Baron sword is just straight up a stolen good, but it's just not registered as such. Best arrows I can get.
Can we do... Agree?
Well... All right.
Did I sell my other bow? Can I sell my other bow or no? Is it dumb for me to sell my other bow? It would be dumb for me to sell my other bow, although granted. So I can technically use this bow, but only while I'm indoors because I get a buff that gives me bonus things, right? So stab. So stab left, bottom, right, which is the natural combo. Guess let's go to the lower mill. To the Ratai Mill, and we're gonna head off to Sasau. We'll stop by Ledichico and try and get a job for our boys. But first, Miller Pachek.
My respect.
I've come for my winning.
All right. There'll be another tourney in a week or so. Are you going to give me a chance?
We'll see.
Take care now.
How's my dog doing? Obedience is 100. That's good. Let's go to Ledichico. Rest the night here.
I'm all...
Also, they know who I am.
No.
Damn.
Take care.
Wait, does he need a hand around here?
Is something trouble?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
What talk might that?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
And, how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what...
All right. I'll go and see if there's anything to the story.
Good. But be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself. Or me. Good luck to you.
Go find the miller, though. Swipe pebbles.
What? Show yourself.
Lost something hereabouts?
Hey!
I assume Vatsek will challenge me to an archery duel.
God save. How may I help you, good knight?
You've been working at the mill for a while now, haven't you?
Pretty long. Why'd you ask?
I heard there's a possibility of finding work here for 2 talented carpenters.
That depends on how talented they are.
I'd say they're talented enough.
We'll soon see. But go talk to the miller about it, all right?
Of course.
The miller isn't, but his foreman doesn't give the workers anything for free, besides kicks and insult.
Well, hopefully that won't happen. They're good men.
I'll be happy if that's true. God bless.
Huh. Tell you this, I never know what the fuck gives you the most. Yeah, in terms of like highest charm equipment, it's not easy to find.
God, great.
Have you got a bed?
Aye, there's for how long?
Just the one night.
All right.
Who you are?
You've got it all.
I'd like to just.
Well,
Oh, right.
It's actually inside the inn. So can I read some of these books I got? Study the book for 2 hours. That's what I should be doing at night then, is studying books that I have. I can go to sleep now. This is going to be more than enough energy. In fact, I'll have too much energy, and then I'll be able to eat my food. And we'll be good. One second, what? It's 10:30, and what is this message I'm missing out on? Huh? Nothing. Cool.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love.
Good morning.
I'm interested.
And what is it you...
Ah,
That can be...
fine.
I'm sure... Take care.
Good. I just realized I need flowers, right? Don't I? Yeah, that gives me 20.
Yeah.
Let's use my best charming.
Be praised.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, 2 survivors of Scallis, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Well, why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
I'm from Scallis, and I know them both personally. They worked in the royal mines, and their master couldn't praise them highly enough.
In the Scalix mines? That's skillful work. I'll be glad to talk to them. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here.
Farewell.
Oh. Interesting. So, once I let them know that I found them work, they will actually, all ambushes no longer happen. Like, there's no skirmishes out in the fields, meaning I could go to Scalits and, like, get equipment and stuff, which is interesting to think about, but I would never do it. Oh, this will be so easy to do those. Okay. So, but there is something over here, isn't there? It's all the way down there. Yeah, I don't want that. Rate. This is Ujic. I'm by Ledechko. That is Rate. That's Skalitz. So if that's Wes, that's Carpenter. Looks like a dinosaur lava ball or something. If I study enough, I might recognize something, but could be in this area, unknown area there that I can't really see anything in. Would make sense. Well, lots of stuff I can do in Sasa, don't I?
Well, well, who's this coming in? I never said I'd show what you made of.
That could be useful. Cool. Back to and I'm in Sasau.
Our Lord's tasty. Good old drink.
Kuttenberg is far, far away. Kuttenberg is far, here I'll stay. My breath is short, my feet are sore. I'd buy a horse, but I am poor. The sun may burn, the sun may shine, but you will not wither, darling mine. Now, for the last time. The sun, he hides behind a cloud. His heat goes cold and his fire goes out. He drowned the fish and broke its neck, threw it down upon the deck. Fry your fish, the fish head's best, fishy thighs and fishy breast.
God be with you.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used
Elden
to
Ring
enjoy
beta,
some peace.
our network test starts
That
in,
dispute with Zach must have put a few more
15
wrinkles
minutes?
on his brow.
I don't even know if I want to bother with it. I might later off stream, but
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing
do
about?
like one game.
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Ah, nothing but old wives' tales. Of course some of my pieces have broken, but only ever here, at the smithy.
No one's ever returned anything for you to rework, though, have they?
Not that I recall, but I can't remember everything.
Father was a blacksmith all my life. He always stoked up the furnace till it roared gently, and you could smell the heated iron. Then he plunged it into the water, and that was that.
Fine words, and no mistake. I do it a little differently. I heat until the metal is 2-3 shades short of bright yellow. I ease up on the bellows, and after a Lord's Prayer and a Hail Mary, off it goes into the water.
It's strange to think that I'll never help him out with it again. Our forge will stay burned out forever, unless I go back to the trade myself.
It would be a shame not to, lad. Working iron is a worthwhile thing. Godly. It makes life easier for folk. And, let's be honest, you can make a decent living doing it.
Thank you. It was good to remember how my life used to be.
Maybe you'll have the good fortune to return to your trade.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Now, exactly how difficult was that to figure out what I need to do?
I'd like to ask you...
And I'd say I've nothing much to tell you. You just need an eye for it.
Let's stop talking about it. And when you quench, there's nothing...
Well, that depends. I heat it up again after that, but not so it starts to glow. I just hold it like this at the edge of the furnace for a while, and then quench it again.
You quench twice?
Yes, although there's less quenching needed the second time, it doesn't get quite so hot.
And how does that help?
I don't rightly know. I found out about it by chance. I got caught short, needed to piss so bad, I left the rod resting by the furnace by mistake. That's how I found out if you quench twice, it doesn't break as easily. No idea why, but I've tried it enough times to know it works.
I'd like to...
And I'd...
Let's...
Good luck.
So the horses trot and canter.
Can we do...
Well... That's not... Aye, that would do... What the...
Okay, let's move this to the horse. Wow, that does actually really work, huh?
Good day, Henry.
Matthew.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about, we haven't got 2 groschen.
Why did I even bother with you?
And we'll pay you as soon as we have anything. Stop by and visit us in a week. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
We already know one of the blacksmiths is responsible, so I'm not too worried about that. Actually, let's get off my horse. Let's go around back. I think he's just run back, isn't he? Fucker's in his room. Oh, that's my bed. Nope, fucker's in the house.
One beer.
God be with you, good sir.
Yes.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month, they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles.
One beer for me.
Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous
Mm.
git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red pang, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived. And another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus,
Probably.
what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
You just said mixing red
I
paint.
don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know.
Ah.
Why not?
Oh, what is this?
Let's have a word. Are we
Wow. All right, sir.
I don't have final offer yet still. I need to get that. We got 2 more levels, I get another one, right? So I get 1. So I can't get that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Max level's 20. So I'm gonna have to give up on one of these. This one, I'll get rid of empathetic. This one, troubadour, and then actually, yeah, no, I'll get that. I don't need to sell that. I got someone else I can sell to. One second, I gotta check something here. What I really want to check is this. I want to see. My webcams are good. That's good. But I want to see a little bit more of the. Actually, just pull up this. I just know that my audio is fine, but. See, my audio is very helpful. cracks in my thing. Now I can see a bit more of everything. The only thing I can't see really is my YouTube stream stuff, basically. Okay. That's a little bit better, I think. All right, then. Let's go find ourselves that blacksmith Zach. I think he works probably over here, maybe.
Good day to you. Take care now.
Good health to you.
What can you tell me about the Sasau Black?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair hand at everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's...
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that.
What?
Aha.
Did I ruin my blade? I did ruin it. All right then.
Yeah.
That's someone's private quarters.
Hey,
what the fuck?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry.
You don't slip.
I hope I can be of some...
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have it.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau Monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
We have no quicksilver because... Good luck to you.
I see. You can't because you don't have any. And you don't have any because you're selling it out the back door, eh?
Suppose I was. I don't see what business it is of yours.
What if I told you I'm the emissary of the Royal Hetman Radzig Kobala, and you've got yourself mixed up with a counterfeiting gang?
Counterfeiters? Meaning what?
Somewhere around here is a counterfeiter's workshop. They need the quicksilver to make fake groschen.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon.
directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name.
Very well.
Good luck to you. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's go take care of this Quicksilver, dude. And then we're going to double back, because I think I know exactly how to check. Do I have lockpicking at all? Doesn't seem like it, no. But maybe it's a good chance to work on it. So I highly suggest when you get the chance to work on your lockpicking and scallots.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapota ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota.
Look, you little jester. I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapota?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapota's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? In any case, thank...
You.
Oh, this is a bandit, huh? That's really difficult. Anything that's damaged is going on the horse. Yeah, so that's another thing done.
Your father says you...
We don't.
I've heard differently around town.
Are you calling me a liar?
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Sir Radzig Kobyla, investigating a grievous crime against the Crown.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such liberties.
Don't think you're out of the woods yet.
Jesus Christ.
May the Lord watch over you.
So back to that copper.
What?
Your son put it quite differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on about?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copper sheets here, and I wanted to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house. Or worse.
If you don't cooperate, you'll be getting a lot worse than that from me.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain...
You've got cheek. Not only are you in with the counterfeiter gang, but you lied to me on top of it. You should be on your knees begging for mercy right now. I'm not trying to make a profit.
I didn't know what they were doing.
But now you do know, and you've still got the cheek to try to strike a deal with me. So Radzig's definitely going to be hearing about this.
You're right. I'm sorry, I overstepped the mark. I certainly didn't mean to offend one of Lord Radzig's men. One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota.
And that's why
He had a yellow
I
cape on and kept whistling
look
to
good.
himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Young man?
First, tell me what's going on.
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. What's your plan?
Otto's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff, so I was thinking if we could show that pretty armor of his is absolutely useless, he'd be disgraced.
And how am I supposed to see to that?
Well, I'd reckon we'd arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to watch, and Otto will be made a laughingstock in front of everyone.
Then what do I get out?
Vitus will let you have the cuirass from his suit of armor, and I'll throw it.
Sounds good.
And I'm sure a fella like you will be glad to be on.
That remains. Agreed. I'll get to work on it.
Wonderful. Go to Otto first and talk him into it. Then go to the bailiff so he can announce it and get spectators. The more people see it, the better.
This is good.
We'll bring
I
the
like
armor
this.
to you at the
I get another
combat
piece of
arena.
chess. That's gonna be probably really good.
Good luck then.
This is probably gonna be like another like mastercraft piece where like the gauntlets of Lipa are really strong for me. I'd be willing to bet that this is also gonna be really strong for me too.
Yeah.
Also, what is all the glitters, right? Yeah, it's just go speak with Master Fafar now. Yeah, because we basically figured out it's by the church with the thing or whatever. With the tree by it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. There's the bridge right here. I was like, where's the bridge?
Yeah.
No, it's daytime. I was going to say, the other option I had, probably if I couldn't convince them, was to wait until night and catch them in the act, obviously. I think that was the next very, like, kind of thing they were suggesting you do. So, but I didn't go for that because I didn't feel like I needed to. And I was right.
Yeah.
My respects. God be with you.
I don't want to fuck up this, so I'm going to use my charm to try and get them, but I only have 19, so it's not max. Max would be if I go and take a bath again, I think.
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from Blacksmith Zack.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What?
That's not how it will be. The real duel will be between your pieces of handiwork.
How's that?
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armor. Zack chose me to wear Vitus armor.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zack is paying you well.
Maybe I'm just doing it out of love for my neighbor.
Aye, I could pay you more. And I'd tailor-make it.
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No, you fight on Zack's side and lose.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander.
But what if Zack's right? You're not as young as you used to be.
What? You're as You'll get such a battering even Brother Nicodemus from the
Not until you tell me where and...
I don't know! Sort it out with the bailiff!
May the Lord watch over you.
Ooh. I'm gonna love this. Well, that works for me. So what quest rattled? A. The bailiff is right over here.
Good
that the
men,
bailiff
good
with the yellow
wives.
hat on?
Come have a look. Don't be shy.
This is the bailiff, isn't it?
Jesus Christ.
I'm here on behalf of blacksmith Zach.
Zach? Don't tell me. It's another... Well, you can tell Zach if you waste another...
No, it's not a complaint this time.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just...
A duel.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zach chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armor made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church. But when?
That's up to you.
We can announce it right now.
Okay. Okay, good. I chose the right one.
Let's do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll... Good luck to you.
Okay, let's do it. Beautiful.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zach, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armourer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zach, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed. Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Good.
You kick that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor and who's all hot air.
You shouldn't speak so disrespectfully about Master.
No need to get worked up about it. Anyway, come by the fort.
All right?
God, I hate that this helmet is so good at being charming because it looks awful. Also, I don't have my sword equipped, do I?
Our Lord's tasting
These cucumbers. They'll stay for a long.
Yeah.
Do I have to actually come by later, or can I go see him right now?
Ladies,
Let's go talk to him later. All right.
Come and get them.
God bless you. What troubles you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me.
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard.
Yep.
He supplies the counterfeiters.
Do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapporteur collected the goods.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Rapporteur, once again.
The same scoundrel.
That's all.
See you later.
Powder, salami, made of sausages, lard of all kinds, and scratchings that make your mouth water.
Yeah.
The sun.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have to head over to the engraver. Is he actually? Oh, that's right. I know exactly who it is. Yeah, he helped us get the jewel for the princess girl that we slept with.
Yeah.
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking.
Dog of hair.
I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportion.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest?
Something like that.
May I ask what?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt.
Does Florian have any...
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Gotta keep running, running. That is so cool that my horse can jump that. 'Cause it has so much speed.
Yeah.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip head.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker.
What did the bailiff make of?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got.
It sounds like you were close to her.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'd like to know...
Take care.
Now there's a woman missing. It's a lot more serious now. Where's the cellar anyways? There's no cellar. Let's go talk to them, shall we?
What do you... God bless.
Save the game here quickly.
God. Take care now.
Oh, here's the cellar. I'm a fucking retard.
God be with you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I don't know.
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusation.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
So I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those
I'll
stopping
take
great
care
villains?
of it.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something. Don't get your hopes up.
God be with you.
Kidding me? I already know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go in there and kill everyone. What? Don't get your hopes up. Buddy, you are like an extremely capable knight now. The only thing you're missing is a bit more strength and maybe some more bow skill. But other than that, you are doing extremely well for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Let's go save Esther, shall we?
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I actually bought some better arrows for this occasion, so we should be good and ready to go. After this, we'll be able to get ourselves... I really thought this quest was going to be a little bit shorter, I'm going to be honest. Because after this quest, I believe Mehried becomes open again for horse selling. So I was going to buy our horse then. But, yeah, it turns out this might not be happening today. Wait a minute. That's right. As long as I'm not near a village, I can use the bow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now we're along the stream. We can just follow it up to wherever he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a good horse. I'll be sad to see you go, Mr. Pebbles, but unfortunately your saddlebags and your capacity is just... It's not enough for me to be, like, happy with it.
Yeah.
I have no arrows. What the hell are you talking about? Now, before I just start killing people, I want to save, and now I'm going to start killing people.
What's that? We should check in on that girl.
I missed my shot.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Over
Come
here!
here, Lily Liver.
Where is everyone? Quick! Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Oh, you're weak, aren't you?
Come weak. Get over here!
You guys are so weak. I'm so sorry. Really not very threatening guys, huh? Oh, but they do have some somewhat worthwhile gear. Kind of good money. Well, that's fine. I'm good. Fem.
Please.
They won't hurt you now.
However, did you find?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward, too. This whole time he...
You're right. If I were him, nothing could have stopped me coming for you.
Exactly. What a pathetic coward. We should probably set off.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Take his girl right in front of him. Teach him a lesson. We're going to get ambushed? We can get ambushed. I'm shocked. Cool. And obviously, if he doesn't want to work with us because, you know, I stole his girl, I'm just going to use the fact that I'm Sir Razid Kobala's protege as a means to kind of have him arrested and tortured. So, you know, first I steal your girl, then I put you in jail. That's the way a real man does it. None of this pussy shit.
Looking for something around here.
Not really, no.
Good day.
I found that Esther of your...
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapata.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapata. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapata?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow.
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubt.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go.
Good luck. Take care.
I'm honoured.
Are there any...
Well, of course it's your own Skalitz folk need the most help. There's some of them at the monastery. I talked to you. I'm sure she'd welcome some good... And there's another... There was one troublemaker around here not long ago. We dealt with him. He was selling some relics he claimed were miraculous. But it was nothing but... The villagers sent the bloody swindler packing so fast you couldn't see his heels for dust. That's all I can think. Farewell.
So I need to go to Ledechko.
What?
Of course, my dream.
All right.
That dream. Contrary. What's your name?
Oh.
Henry. So, Henry.
What exactly?
A lot of work and strenuous labor. Knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study the great works of the ancients and of... That's why God...
First, tell me.
Me? I am an unworthy low-edge, without home or ointments. Wonderful! Oh, glory!
So...
With a test,
Oh.
I have my eye on 3...
Just so we're clear.
Who said anything about stealing?
You said these are valuable things you're after. I don't suppose you can just pick them up anywhere.
Valuable for me, because I know their power and...
Oh.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius. Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally, a talisman for luck from a passionate player.
Bloody hell. About that tooth.
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery, and it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a sick tooth.
How did you find out he...
As it happens,
And how am I supposed to get the tooth?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something.
Fine.
One,
This topping out?
you're not a carpenter, it's...
No, I'm a...
I see. Well,
Okay,
a
check
topping
out the spruce or
out is a
conifer tree
decorated
along the top
spruce
of
or
the new house.
That topping off is hung pretty high, isn't it?
Naturally.
And how am I supposed to get it?
Damned if I know. But
No. Then all we need to do is break off a...
you don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by...
Fair enough. Very well. This player's talisman.
I actually have a specific one in mind. Here at the inn...
A cat's paw?
I thought so too.
Oh. How am I...
I haven't...
Very well. I'll get...
Excellent!
Good day to you.
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately. Sure enough.
People say that you get...
Is that not all?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
I'd like to try that luck of yours.
Good luck to you.
About that... What? Sure.
Farewell.
Okay, let's go. 100 groschen.
We'll see his side later.
Let's see what I got.
If it keeps going this way, we'll never get a decent game out of it. Well, seems my
What?
luck's run out. Damn it. Seeing how I lost. I reckon
what?
that cat's paw don't bring luck anymore.
Not to you, anyway.
I must have lost connection to the internet there for a second. Can I keep going? Excuse me? Oh, did I never even go live? I thought it went live on Twitch. My bad. I guess it didn't go live on Twitch. Was it not working for some reason? What? Huh. So it's not really working then. Interesting. Why is that? I guess I'm just streaming on YouTube right now. I'll have to double check this. Maybe it's because I have two instances open at the same time, so it's not working. Either way, this basically means that this one screen is pointless because the Twitch stream isn't working. Which sucks. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm almost done anyways. It's 12 o'clock. Yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I gotta sell all my armor too, so we're gonna go speak to Zach. And then yeah, we're done for the night.
Yeah.
I'll probably play like a game of what's it called?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'll probably play like a game of Elden Ring there, the network test before I go to sleep, but
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, that can happen. Interesting. That's actually never happened to me before.
Yeah.
Let's just take care of this quickly. Let's rent the room out, and then
My humble. May the Lord watch over you. What are they thinking of? I'm painting the church in Uja. Jesus. Well.
My
Can I?
sir for
Just the one. Here you are.
take care.
okay, I'm gonna take all my stuff and go put it in my chest that I'm not using.
Look what I've got.
We need to be eating that stuff. So, somewhat. Whoa, 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 dude, throw away your sword. I guess everyone likes to try and stay out of the rain whenever it rains, which is kind of smart. Makes sense. Good programming on their part. Okay, this will finish the book. Sleep and save. I think that's a good idea. We're right down to 91, which is perfect because I can eat my food and be good. And if I keep doing this for long enough, I will get my food buff. So, we're actually pretty close to the well-nurtured one, which is good because it's so fucking hard to get. It's such a pain in the ass. Okay. That's all. See you guys all next time there. Till then, goodbye.